Well, number 4 said what event marks.
Okay, let's start with the 3 that you did by yourself. Okay. What was question 2?
What is ovulation?
Ovulation.
And I wrote ovulation is the tiny egg that is released. It is no longer than period at the end of the sentence.
Okay. So what it's asking is, what is ovulation? And you're describing ovulation, but you're not saying what it is. The tiny egg that is released is no larger than the period at the end of the sentence. You got that from, I can tell you got it out of the chapter. Let's turn to ovulation. There should be, see how it's at the end of this sentence? So read this sentence beforehand.
Once puberty begins, or the eggs begins.
No, sorry.
Once puberty begins, one of the ovaries release a ripened egg about once every month in a process called ovulation.
So that's what they're asking, is what is ovulation? Don't erase it. You can just you can write number 1 again. We'll just, cause we'll see how you did on the other 2. But ovulation is what?
Once puberty begins, one of the ovaries release a ripened egg about once every month in a process called ovulation.
So ovulation is when an egg is released. Let me see how to write that. Once we begin, it's when ovulation is when a ripened egg is released about once a month. So that's the definition of ovulation. Or you could look it up in the back. Let's see what it says in the back. But you have to be careful to read the sentence and try to figure out what they want. LP. See, ovulation? What's it say for the definition of ovulation?
The process during which one of the ovaries release a ripened egg.
That's the definition. Which is the same thing it said in this sentence, but they just worded it differently. So ovulation, when you rewrite it, you're going to have to write the definition from the back. Okay, what was question 3?
What are the fallopian tubes?
Okay.
The fallopian tubes are located in...
The question says, where are the fallopian tubes located? So what did you write?
The fallopian tubes are located in the uterus.
That says urethra.
Yeah, the urethra.
So let's check it. Fallopian tubes. Look at figure 2 to locate passageways that carry eggs. Okay.
It looked like it was part of the picture.
It looked like it was part of the urethra. Fallopian tubes. No? The urethra is way down here. So the fallopian tubes are located here. And you can say... Okay, no, not in the ovary. It's between, it goes between the ovary and the what?
Uterus.
Okay, so that's the answer. The fallopian tubes are located between, well, you're going to have to rewrite that page. Are located between the egg for the ovary. But that's okay, we're learning. Between the ovary and the uterus. And it won't take long to write those answers. And now, what was question 4?
During what event marks the end of one menstrual cycle and the beginning of another?
Did you get that? What did you write?
And I wrote, during the first half of the cycle, an egg matures inside one of the ovaries. And then I wrote, The menstrual cycle marks the end of one cycle and the beginning of another.
So that was the answer. You didn't need that first part. It says what event marks the end of one menstrual cycle and the beginning of the other. So during the first half of the cycle, the egg matures. That, just draw a line through that so you know when you redo it. From this sentence up. You don't have to write that.
Matures inside one of the ovaries.
Right. Just draw a line through the first sentence.
Yes, Jake.
During.
Maybe.
Okay. Now this part is correct. So these two are not correct, but you know the answers now. Ovulation is what? You're going to look that up in the back of the book and copy that definition. And then the fallopian tubes are located where? Do you remember?
In the ovary and
between
the ovary and the uterus.
Between the ovary and the uterus. That's the male.
That's the woman.
No, that was male. Isn't it? Oh,
No, the bowl.
No, you're right. Sorry.
That's how I know
The bowl?
the bowl.
What's the bowl?
It looks like a bowl of arms.
So, where are the fallopian tubes located?
Between the ovary and the uterus.
Right, because you found the fallopian tube and it's between those two. So that's where it's located. Okay. So now you need to start a new page, and you won't do it anymore by yourself, but start a new page. Number 1 is right. We did that together, correct? So put a check beside that. And then you can write here so you know, or can you remember, between the ovary and the uterus?
Between
Ovaries,
ovary and uterus.
between the fallopian tubes are located between the ovary. Oh, this part.
Okay, we better grab it. If it's on the floor, I'm throwing it out.
Okay, so I'm going to go get ready for work.